Welcome to another installment of our Form Friday. This is actually, as I'm taping this, it's our last Form Friday in February, so there's a nice alliteration for you. Today, I'm going to cover the upper body stretches that we do at the end of the sail class. The last Form Friday I did, I think I did some of those lower stretches. So I thought I'd do the upper body ones today. Remember, these are at the end. They're placed there because we want to make sure that after we've done those weight bearing exercises, we don't just quit, that we keep those muscles a little stretched out and warmed up so that we don't end up with some muscle aches afterwards. We don't count necessarily in this, so I'm going to go through each of the exercises, and ideally, this is the portion where you add your education. So you can be talking about something and doing the stretches at the same time, hoping that your participants are watching along. So we're going to begin with our head turns to the right and left, or in other words, we're saying no. So I'm going to turn over to the side. None of these are done quickly. Again, it's a stretch, so we're looking and holding and slowly turning to the other side. Again, only go to a point that you're feeling a stretch, never to pain. We're gonna just hold that next stretch. My son's gonna slip in and out. You're gonna see it's a beautiful sunny day. We're gonna look back over to the other side. I see a cloud there covering up. And then back to the other side again. So again, it's not a quick head turn, and it's really just a matter of stretching. You want to go to the position and hold it. And now we did nose, so we're going to do yes. We're going to take our chin down to the chest. And again, find a spot that's a good stretch for you and hold. And slowly then tilting the head back. Don't go too far back. Maybe to the point of getting eye contact with the ceiling. Holding. And let's stretch back down. Remember to breathe through as we're stretching. I would encourage you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more time, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're gonna slowly roll back, eyes going up to the ceiling. Don't allow your head to fall completely back and uncontrolled. Again, it's just meant to stretch out those neck muscles. Next, we're gonna move on to arm swings. We're gonna just as big of a range of motion as you're able to do, slowly concentrating on rolling the shoulders and getting a nice stretch forward a few times. And now we're going to take that arm swing back a few times. Weather's going to be good coming up. Even when it's cold, it's a good idea for your body to get, just even if you can tolerate in this cold, going out for even a 10-minute walk outside, very good for your body. Sunshine like this is great, good vitamin D back in our bodies because we don't necessarily get enough of that in the winter. So next, clap those hands and we're gonna push those palms forward. Again, we're stretching across the shoulders. So even if going outside on a very cold day isn't something that is good for your body, sitting in a window like this that's got a lot of warm sunshine coming in can be great. You can even bend, look down between those arms and get a nice, even bigger stretch across the back. Now we're going to break those fingers apart, putting the fingers behind your ears, stretching across your chest, trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together in the back. Let's keep breathing in through the nose and out through your mouth. One more breath in and out. Again, the important thing here isn't that we're counting to a certain number, holding for a certain number of seconds. It's really just taking the time to make sure that it's a good stretch, not hurried. And let's reach a one arm up straight. Here's that tricky one. So I'm going to drop that one behind my back. And if you can, reach the opposite. You're trying to touch them behind in the middle by your shoulder blades. If it's not comfortable for you to do it in this position, take your opposite hand and just help to support at the elbow. Again, this is just a stretch. We're holding and breathing. And let's switch arms, putting one arm up, reaching behind you. The other thing you really want to watch here is that as people are putting that hand back, the one that's lifted high, that they're not jutting their neck forward or their head coming forward. They want to still stand very tall, reaching behind if you're able. So we're stretching both of those arms. You would have just used those to lift those weights. So we're just keeping that stretch going. And hands together, and we're going to move that down into a wrist stretch. You can do a little rotation with your wrists to really feel that stretching. You can do a little isometrics here. So I'm going to push my palms together and then release. And one more time, I'm going to push and release. And move those around a little bit. For some of you, you might need to drop that pretty low to really feel that stretch across your wrist. For some people, it's going to be a little bit more of a bend. So do what's right for your body. And then our last is to fist and fling, fist and fling, tight fist, and then spread those fingers out very wide. And that takes care of those upper body stretches for the Sail exercise program. Again, these are done at the end. And from that point, you would move to the lower body exercises, which I did cover some hints and proper form for doing those as well. So hopefully this is encouraging you to do these stretches, taking your time, and again, going to each of those positions and just holding and stretching. Try to make sure you're not being in a hurry to just get these done and get everybody out the door, because the stretching at the end is every bit as important as that warm-up is at the beginning of class. Thanks for joining me.